Carol McKee with Soccer 605. I'm here with Tom Hilsendigger. Tom is the head assigner here for the state high school soccer tournament. Is that correct, Tom?
That is correct.
And you also have a couple other responsibilities with South Dakota Soccer. Can you expound on those?
I also serve on the advisory committee for the High School Activity Association, and I serve on the state referee committee as a state assigner coordinator.
So they keep you busy. And off the field, it probably sounds like. Tom, can you tell me a little bit about how many referees you have here and where they're from?
We have approximately 30 referees here, and I kind of did a little survey there, and we've got people from about 11 different communities. So 30 referees from 11 different communities. We've got a broad expanse of people from around the state. So.
That's good to know that we've got referees from around the state that are able to referee at this level. Now, about half of the teams here, as I recollect, are female. Can you tell me how many of our referees here are female?
Well, not enough. This year we've got 3 female referees. In years past, we've had more, and we'd like to have more. That's one of the things we really try and do is get more female referees to come to the tournament, but there just isn't that many, and so we need to do better there.
And I think that's true at regionals and at national events as well. We need to get a few more female referees. How does one become a referee at the state high school tournament?
Basically, what we do is we go to the local high school assigners and we solicit them. We send out an application form. We say, you send it to the people you think should be doing it. The people that have worked for them all year, have done a lot of games, they feel that are qualified. They send it out to those people. Those people send an application in to me, and then the state referee committee picks from those applications the referees that we feel should be there, with a lot of input from the local assigners.
And what grade are you looking for? Now, maybe you can explain for our viewers what the grade levels are in refereeing.
Grade levels in refereeing start out as a grade 9 referee, which is an entry-level referee, which isn't going to be at this tournament. It goes up grade 8, grade 7, grade 6, grade 5, all the way up to grade 1. The highest grade referee in South Dakota right now is grade 5. There's actually a couple grade 5 referees here. You have to be you can come to this tournament as a grade 8 referee. We'd like to see them be grade 7. There's a lot of grade 6s here, like I said, and a couple grade 5s.
And does refereeing at this event help them increase in the grade level?
Yes, because one of the things that happens at this event is there's a lot of referee assessors here. There's probably more assessors at this event than there will be anywhere in the state at any event. And probably 90% of the games, the referees are being assessed, which means there's somebody that's watching them, is observing what they do, and then they're giving them feedback. And if they get assessed and they pass their assessment, they can actually go up in grade.
So this is a great opportunity for a referee that wants to increase in grade. When we talk about the referees across the state, if someone is interested in becoming a referee, what do they need to do?
There's a couple things they can do. They can contact their local soccer association, obviously, because every soccer association has a referee coordinator of some type. So they can contact them and have them get in touch with who they need to get in touch with. Otherwise, go to the state website. There's a link to the referee website. You can go on that website. They have clinics listed. They have contact people listed. So any one of those things. If basically you go to your local soccer association, you're going to be able to find who you need to talk to.
And most referees, as far as I know, across the state do get paid, don't they? Is there a standard pay rate for that?
There's no standard pay rate. I think almost all referees, there may be a few locations would use volunteer referees yet, but most get paid. There's no standard, for high school level games, which like this weekend, we see pay anywhere from in the range of $30 a match to $75, $80 a match. And so there's a variance depending on the level of game. Whether it's AA, but for youth games, it can be all over the board too. I mean, you can be anywhere from $7 or $8 a game to $25 a game.
So it is a great opportunity for part-time work for someone who's fit and knows the laws of the game.
It is certainly a lot of referees do. This is their part-time job. We even there's at least one referee in the state that's their full-time job.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know. A couple other issues I wanted to ask you about. One is what. You said we have about 30 referees here and how they get to be here. What are the referees seeing? What are you hearing back at the tent about what they're seeing for fouls and things like that in this tournament?
This tournament actually, because we use 4 officials on every game, which usually doesn't happen during the season, the referees this tournament feel that it's a different level. It's a higher level. They don't deal with as much foul play because there's a greater presence there. there's a higher level of professionalism, and they get that in return from the teams. And so the teams, we don't have a lot of trouble in this tournament. It's pretty calm. The teams play well, they play hard, but they play fair.
Well, that's good to know. We're seeing across, I know the red cards and yellow cards are something that people always count. Do you have, by chance, what the count is for day one?
I know there was one red card. Yellow cards, I don't have a count on that, but I would say there's probably 20 to 25 yellow cards, which is pretty average. So one player was sent off today.
Okay. Well, hopefully that player will be back on the third day. Yep. Now, I wanted to ask you one more question here about the whole concept of the referees, and that is what's going to happen when next year some of the high school programs will be sanctioned, and how will that affect refereeing?
Well, what will happen there? Like I said, and I stated, I sit on the advisory board for the High School Activities Association. What's going to happen is you're going to have two different sets of rules. You're going to have the high schools that are going to sanction the sport are going to be playing under federation rules, which means there's a different licensing for the referees. There's a different, the rules are somewhat the same, but there's some differences. So you're going to be playing different rules. So you're going to have referees that are going to have to hold two different licenses. Because if they're going to want to do games that are not sanctioned as opposed to the sanctioned teams, those are two different licenses completely. And so it's going to be a challenge to cover all the games and get all the referees to license two different directions.
And who will be doing that licensing for the sanctioned events?
That will go through, just like every other sport, that'll go through PEER, through the High School Activities Association. They will have a online test they will do. They'll have coordinators, and I'm sure I'll be involved in that to a certain extent. But the licensing will all go through PEER for the federation stuff. So,
okay. Well, thanks a lot for your time, Tom. We look forward to hearing about tomorrow's activities and a recap of the refereeing on tomorrow's day 2 game.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.